in 2005, there was a book that changed my life forever. You see, in 2005, as you heard a minute ago, I started a business. And I realized there were a ton of things that needed to get done in this business, and I needed to get them done quickly. And so I knew creativity was part of the solution. Well, it's funny, every time I would go out networking and I'd be talking with other business owners, this book kept coming up in conversation. Write this down. The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. How many have read it? Okay, so I'm a voracious reader. I go get the book. I'm a dutiful person. I got the journal. I got up every morning and did those 3 pages in the journal, and suddenly I found myself overwhelmed with negative thoughts, negative memories of all the times I had been beaten down as a creative person. I know what you're probably thinking, wow, what a great motivational book. Can't wait to get it. But all this negativity allowed me to see something brilliant because, duh, I was being trained as an emotional freedom techniques practitioner. I actually had the solution to all those yucky feelings that were coming up as I read the book. And so I did what I knew to do. I combined the emotional freedom techniques as I did my journaling. And what I realized is that I had a fast way to immediately neutralize those feelings, move on, get busy, get stuff done. So, combining the EFT and the Artist's Way was brilliant. And actually, you're probably wondering, well, what did it do for my business? For my business, I started attracting more. The clients started coming in left and right. I actually developed a seminar, EFT and the Artist's Way for groups. So I very quickly went out and started helping other people get unblocked as creators. And my revenues not only doubled, they tripled. So it worked. So take it up to today. I love creativity, and I love working in EFT with the principles that I used in the Artist's Way. And it's something that can work for you too. What happens when you combine these 2 powerful tools, and what's in the Artist's Way, I definitely don't dismiss, but the EFT piece comes in and makes the attraction work better and faster. What I can offer you, and what I want to talk about today, is how you can make attraction more reliable, more powerful, how you can get more intuition built into your attraction process. So, my plan today, and this will be fast, we are going to zoom, and I'm just going to pass information energetically because I can't say it all. We are going to look at EFT. I'll basically give you the overview. We'll even do a demonstration if someone volunteers, and I'll help you become a better creator, because that's what this is about. How does that sound? Great. Okay, great. Then let's do it. Okay, so I thought to myself today, there's a lot going on in the world of creativity right now. There's a guy who just wrote a great article in the Wall Street Journal last week about creativity and all the neuroscience behind creativity. And I used to be a chemist, so I know about science, and I love scientific studies. And you know, there are 24 studies on emotional freedom techniques now in the literature. So I'm not even talking about woo-woo anymore. It's real too. But people, you know, when I talk about energy, they're, you know, she's way out there. I am way out there, and I'll just admit it right now. But this new neuroscience, I had to laugh because this Wall Street Journal article said, oh, there's proof that certain things make you creative, and it's not just a download from the divine. The things that make you creative, like one of the things they said is they found that surrounding yourself with the color blue makes you more creative. And I'm like, duh. You go outside and you look up today and you're surrounded by the color blue. Maybe we're supposed to be outside and by water. Duh. But you know, it did remind me that I did paint my sunroom where I see clients a bright blue after I came back from Italy. And that's where I do all my journaling. Duh, you know? And the fact that I traveled somewhere and it boosted a lot of my creativity. We have any travel freaks? Yeah. Travel is one of the things that has been documented as a scientifically valid way to boost your creativity. Taking breaks and actually relaxing. And I'll tell you one more thing, but then you'll laugh. Being a little bit drunk does it too. But I'm not giving y'all permission to go order drinks now. But actually, what we're really talking about is relaxing and being a little bit groggy. Actually, groggy is good, and that's why I think Julia Cameron came up with this brilliant idea to do the morning pages, to write in your journal in the morning, okay? So I'm just kind of giving you tidbits of research, but let's talk about energy now, because that's what I'm the expert at, and that's where I can make a difference for you today. I want to do a little fun exercise with you right now, because I want you to daydream, and that's another thing that's been documented to help you be more creative. So, to encourage the daydreamer within, I'd like to invite you all right now to get your feet flat on the ground, no crossed legs, and that's one of the principles with EFT to make it work better for you, no crossed legs. All right, and another thing that'll help you get present to this creative daydream process is to close your eyes. And you might want to put your hand on your heart to remind you that your heart is your center of your energetic being. And that's also a reminder to breathe and put your focus on your heart as you do this little creative activity. And go ahead and put yourself in a place, hopefully a blue place with blue somewhere. And pick your favorite place that you love to be with the blue color, or wherever. You can change your colors. This is a daydream. Do whatever you like. And now, I want you to invite your guardian power helper in. Some of you might say, oh, that's the genie. That's the guardian angel. That's my wise inner advisor. That's my power animal. Whatever you use to pull in that strength and knowing. And it could be just the part of you that is so strong that could do anything. And bring him or her into your presence, because you're inviting them in to give you a gift, a beautiful gift today. And actually, they want to give you two gifts. The first gift they want to give you is the ability to create something so you and so awesome and so amazing that it leaves a dent in the world, and you don't even have to try to do it. They're just going to help everything open up so you can do that. So just consider in your mind, what are you going to use that special wish, that genie wish for, if everything could go perfectly? And the second thing the genie wants to do for you is to clear out whatever's holding you back from doing that. What is that nasty little voice in your head? And I know even positive thinkers have it happen. So you might just examine that with the help of an unconditionally loving guardian with you. Because you can have those thoughts, and the only way you can change that thought is by recognizing it, facing it, and deciding, just like Lisa was saying, to let it go. So the genie will help you find it. Your angel will help you find it. Maybe it's being perfect. Maybe it's being afraid of criticism, judgment. Maybe you're a procrastinator. There's something behind that. So figure out, if you could let go of something that's holding you back, what would it be? And just find it. And know it. You don't even have to let it go right now. Just know it. Just face it. All right. And now feel your feet on the ground again. You can take your hand off your heart and open your eyes and come back into the room. I want you to capture what just happened on your little note paper. There's a paper in front of you, a half sheet. And there's space on there for two things. I mean, really that first question asks in plural. But whatever goal came up in that imagination exercise, put what you're aware of. And please don't judge it. What came up today is what you need to face today. And you're allowed to create way more than what came up today, okay? So dismiss any criticism of your own thought. And also, if you have time to write down what shuts down your creativity or what you're afraid of, make a note of that too. Anybody want to shout out something exciting that the genie's going to let them make?
Sure, because this came up this morning with a lot of different things, and the idea about the blue down to the color of the paint is the house that I am intending to build on the lake.
Oh boy,
But
I'm coming over.
The walls will be blue inside, an aquamarine blue.
Excellent, excellent. Anybody else? How many of you got a great thought? Raise your hand high. A great thought. That's all? Okay. Please, please, who am I speaking to today? However, sometimes these kind of exercises, the fact that it doesn't come through means that there is a block there. And I want you to be so patient to yourself, because part of this is persistence and showing up to it and being present to yourself and your desires and also what you're afraid of. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why is she talking about fear? We need to keep our thoughts positive and stuff. But what I want to let you know, there are these two, there's a duality. There's all this love and there's all this fear. And it coexists. It is present at the same time. And in order to be a creative soul, as you all are, and you're all uniquely qualified to do something amazing that's going to be different, every single one of you, so don't try to copy. Be you. In order for you to do that creative thing, you need to step into the unknown without a net. Well, you might have a net. But what? That fear. And remember what I said about journaling and those negative thoughts? It keeps you anchored in the past sometimes because you have a history of things that hold you back. And you remember that and you haven't quite let it go. Now you can let things go in your head, but if you haven't let them go in the heart and in the spirit, you're stuck. And you're stuck there. And so what I want to do is tell you about how to get unstuck faster. Now, Jack Canfield has a book coming out next month, and he has embraced emotional freedom techniques, the technique I'm qualified in. And he's applying it with the success principles in this new book, co-authored by Pamela Bruner, who's actually a friend of mine and worked with me on my book launch. And you're going to see more about EFT, so I'm giving you a jump start. You're going to be a whole month ahead of Jack's book. And I want y'all to know that if you want to know more about this or if you want to have a consult with me, there's a little paper on the table that I'll spend 30 minutes with each of you. And we can talk about what areas of life you might want to apply this unstuckness tool to you, okay? Because believe me, I'm still stuck. I get stuck. I get stuck more often now than I ever did before because I'm very good at feeling the emotions. And when I feel the emotions, I'm like, ooh, yeah, ugly. Tap, 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 and it goes away. And then I can step to the new thing, right? So, sometimes it can be hard being a persistent creator, but that's what becomes of you. So I'm wondering right now, if there's somebody in this audience who would like to do a demonstration with me, I need a person who is both passionate about something that they want to create and also very keenly aware of a block or a fear. Harriet? Boomy? Come on up, Boomy. Now, I should say right now, Boomy's my yoga guru. She's my yoga teacher, and I'm going to do yoga with her tonight. So I'm so honored that she chose to be up here, and I'm so happy to see you today. All right, so get a little closer so we're on our leash here. Tell me what you're excited about creating.
Okay, what I'm excited about creating is bringing a past into the present that's already been manifesting, where I'm an international coach for small businesses, cross-cultural communications, and business protocols when they're stressed.
You know what it is. We'll keep
that
going.
thing.
So she's got this new
So I got this passion,
business.
and I have a new training center to educate people in that, which I just finished building.
Yeah. Okay. So she's got everything going. So
Got it going.
What's holding you back, my dear?
What's holding me back is not money, because I'm fearless about spending my retirement and my inheritance. What's holding me back is writing about it in the form where it's on the internet or on the newsletter.
Okay.
Because I'm a former linguist, and every single word has to be perfect.